What is it about video game villains that captivates us so deeply? Their dark motivations, twisted backstories, and often relatable struggles pull us in, making us question our own morality. Could it be that we love to hate them? Or is there something deeper at play? From Sephiroth to GLaDOS, video game antagonists often embody complex layers of conflict. Their motivations range from revenge to misguided ideals, painting them not just as evil, but as reflections of our own struggles. Let's delve into the psyche of these characters and what they represent. Consider Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. His desire to find his identity stems from existential questions about his origin and purpose. This quest for self, twisted into a path of destruction, resonates with players who grapple with their own identity crises. Then there's GLaDOS from Portal, whose motivations are laced with dark humor and a desire for control. Her cold, calculated demeanor contrasts with her tragic backstory, making her an unforgettable villain who raises questions about artificial intelligence and humanity. Not all villains are driven by revenge or control. Take Voss from Far Cry 3, whose chaotic nature embodies the concept of insanity. His philosophy challenges players to question their own sanity, pulling them into a world where morality is blurred and survival is paramount. Many villains reflect societal fears and challenges. For instance, Andrew Ryan from BioShock embodies the dangers of unregulated capitalism. His vision of a utopian society unravels, forcing players to confront the consequences of idealism and the human condition. As players, we often find ourselves empathizing with these antagonists. Their struggles echo our own, and understanding their motivations allows us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This emotional connection is what makes their journeys compelling. Villains often serve as catalysts for protagonists' growth. The presence of a formidable foe challenges heroes to evolve, driving their narratives forward. This dynamic enhances the story as players explore the depths of both sides of the conflict. Additionally, the aesthetic choices made in the design of villains often reflect their psychological complexities. Dark color palettes, unsettling designs, and haunting music create an atmosphere that draws players into their twisted worlds, enhancing their allure. Ultimately, our fascination with video game villains hinges on their complexities. They are not just evil characters, they embody our fears, aspirations, and flaws. By engaging with these characters, we inadvertently explore the darker aspects of our own humanity. As we progress through games, the narratives often force us into moral dilemmas, blurring the line between right and wrong. This tension is what keeps players returning, eager to uncover the motivations behind each antagonist's actions. Games like The Last of Us showcase villains with deeply human traits. Characters like Abby challenge our perceptions, forcing us to reconcile our feelings towards them as we navigate a world ravaged by loss and vengeance. Even in simpler narratives, villains like Bowser from Super Mario offer layers of interpretation. His constant abductions of Princess Peach can be seen as a reflection of possessiveness, sparking discussions about morality in a playful context. Sometimes antagonists serve as allegories for societal issues, pushing players to confront uncomfortable realities. Characters like the Joker in Batman Arkham series symbolize chaos and the struggle against societal norms, resonating with players on a profound level. The villain's journey often mirrors the hero's, leading players to question the nature of good and evil. This duality creates rich storytelling, where players can explore their beliefs and values while engaging with these dynamic characters. As we analyze these characters, it's clear that their dark motivations are often rooted in pain, loss, or betrayal. Understanding this complexity allows us to appreciate the depth of their narratives, transforming our hatred into a mix of empathy and understanding. The journey of understanding video game villains is not just about their actions, but about the emotions they evoke in us. We connect with their struggles And in doing so, we confront our own fears and flaws, making the gaming experience deeply personal. In conclusion, the complexity of video game antagonists enriches our gaming experience. They are mirrors reflecting our darkest fears and desires, and our love for them stems from our innate curiosity about the human condition and morality. So, the next time you encounter a villain in a game, take a moment to reflect on their motivations. You might find that what you love to hate is also a part of you. Share your thoughts on your favorite video game antagonist in the comments below. Take a closer look at characters like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. His quest for vengeance and identity makes him a compelling figure, reflecting a deep yearning for acceptance. His motivations arise from a tragic past that resonates with many players, inviting empathy even amidst his villainous actions. Consider GLaDOS from Portal, a complex antagonist whose dark humor masks her underlying sense of betrayal and loss. Her twisted experiments reflect the perils of unchecked technological advancement, raising questions about morality in AI development and our relationship with machines. Then there's Andrew Ryan from BioShock, who embodies the tragic flaws of extreme ideals and utopian visions gone awry. His philosophy challenges players to confront the moral implications of free will versus control, making him a villain who compels critical thought about society and governance. Moving to the Joker from the Batman series, he represents chaos and the darker aspects of human nature. His unpredictable behavior and philosophical monologues force players to reckon with their understanding of justice and morality, making him an unforgettable antagonist. Let's not forget about Vas Montenegro from Far Cry 3, whose erratic behavior and profound insights challenge the player's comprehension of sanity. His famous line about the definition of insanity reveals the thin line between sanity and madness, making players question their own interpretations of reality. In stark contrast, we have Tali-Zora from Mass Effect, who, although not a traditional villain, represents the struggle between loyalty to her people and her deep-seated values. Her character arcs challenge players to reflect on themes of identity and belonging, blurring the lines between hero and villain. Exploring further, we meet Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones, whose ruthless quest for power showcases the darker aspects of ambition and familial loyalty. Her character invites players to consider the lengths one might go to protect their loved ones, even if it leads to tyranny and destruction. Let's look at the intricacies of the Master Chief and Cortana relationship from Halo. Cortana's descent into madness complicates the narrative, as her actions often reflect the challenges of artificial intelligence trying to understand humanity, making her both ally and a potential antagonist. Lastly, let's explore the tragic character of Arthas Menethil from World of Warcraft. His transformation from noble prince to the Lich King serves as a cautionary tale about the corrupting nature of power and the quest for redemption, resonating deeply with players. These characters remind us that behind every antagonist lies a story filled with pain, ambition, and moral complexity. Their motivations often reflect our realities, revealing how the line between good and evil can blur in our understanding of the human experience. As players, we draw connections to these complex narratives, allowing villains to mirror our own struggles. In doing so, we become part of their stories, experiencing a cathartic release through their trials and tribulations, even as we despise their actions. The complexity of these antagonists can also spark discussions about ethical dilemmas within the games. They force us to consider our own values and choices, echoing the age-old question, what would you do in their situation? Moreover, the rich lore surrounding these villains enhances their depth and adds layers to their motivations. Knowing their backgrounds and experiences provides context, making their actions more relatable and, paradoxically, more forgivable. In many cases, these characters serve as necessary foils to the protagonists, highlighting moral lessons and pushing heroes toward growth. Their presence is essential in shaping the overall narrative, often leading to pivotal moments in the storyline. Additionally, Video game antagonists often embody societal issues, from discrimination to the consequences of power. Their stories allow players to engage with complex topics in a safe environment, promoting reflection on real-world issues. As we engage with these dark figures, we can find ourselves questioning the values we hold dear. Their narratives often serve as mirrors, reflecting our own fears, desires, and moral quandaries, ultimately facilitating personal introspection. It's fascinating to consider how these villains can influence our perceptions of right and wrong. By examining their motivations, we can better understand our own choices and the consequences they carry in both virtual and real life. Moreover, the emotional connections we forge with these antagonists enhance our gaming experience. They challenge us, evoke strong feelings, and create memorable narratives that linger long after the game is over, shaping our understanding of storytelling. As we continue to explore these villainous depths, it's crucial to acknowledge the role of the player in shaping the narrative. Our choices impact the outcome, blurring the lines between hero and villain, and making every decision feel monumental. This ongoing engagement with antagonists not only serves as entertainment but also as a form of personal exploration. We confront our biases, challenges, and moral limitations while navigating their stories, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves. Consider the legacy of these characters as our gaming experiences evolve. As narratives become increasingly complex, so too do our villains, making them more relatable and challenging, enticing us to continuously engage with their stories. In conclusion, the love-hate relationship we cultivate with video game antagonists is a testament to their complexity and our own humanity. Each villain offers a unique lens through which we can examine our values, fears, and desires, enriching our journeys as players. As we wrap up this exploration of villainy, let's remember the darker motivations that resonate within us. What moments did you find most compelling? Share your thoughts on how these characters reflect your own experiences in gaming and beyond. As we journey through gaming narratives, we often encounter villains shaped by their tragic pasts. Characters like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII showcase how loss can twist ambition into a dark obsession. His quest for revenge becomes a reflection of his unresolved trauma, inviting players to confront the pain that shapes us all. Consider the Joker from the Batman series. His chaos embodies a rejection of societal norms, challenging players to ponder deeper philosophical questions about morality. His madness can feel liberating as it pushes boundaries, allowing us to explore the chaos that exists within ourselves. Then there's GLaDOS from Portal, whose cold, calculated demeanor masks a complex history. Her artificial intelligence prompts us to question the nature of consciousness and autonomy, blurring lines between creator and creation. In this way, she reflects our fears of losing control over our own creations. Villains like Vaz Montenegro from Far Cry 3 exemplify the battle between sanity and madness. His infamous quote about the definition of insanity forces us to confront our own patterns and behaviors. In a way, he serves as a mirror, reflecting our darker impulses and the madness we often overlook in ourselves. Moreover, characters such as Andrew Ryan from BioShock present us with the consequences of idealism taken to extremes. His vision of a utopian society spirals into dystopia, inviting players to explore the dangers of unchecked ambition. This serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of our own desires for control and perfection. These antagonists push us to reflect on our personal struggles and societal issues. They often embody the very traits we despise yet are irresistibly fascinating. This relationship allows for a meaningful exploration of our values, serving as a catalyst for self-reflection and growth. As we navigate through these narratives, we recognize that villains are not merely obstacles, but rather complex characters that enrich our understanding of the human condition. They challenge us to confront our fears, our ethics, and our very humanity, often leading to profound insights by the end of our journeys. In essence, the appeal of video game villains lies in their multidimensional nature. They invite us to explore themes of identity, morality, and the darker corners of our psyche. As we engage with these characters, we often find parts of ourselves reflected in their struggles, making them relatable despite their flaws. Furthermore, the intricacies of these antagonists serve as a testament to the writer's abilities to craft compelling narratives. Each villain not only propels the story forward, but also acts as a foil to the protagonist, enhancing the overall conflict and thematic depth within the game. As we conclude this exploration of video game antagonists, let us reflect on the intricate layers that make them so compelling. Their motivations resonate with our own struggles, fears, and desires, weaving a complex tapestry that enriches our gaming experience. What have you learned about the motivations of these characters? Have they changed your perspective on the narratives we engage with? As we part, remember that every villain holds a mirror to our own psyche, waiting for us to explore the darkness within. Consider the pain of loss that drives many antagonists. Characters like Kratos from God of War are defined by their tragic pasts, revealing how grief can warp one's purpose. This emotional core provides a relatable context, making their actions comprehensible if not justifiable. Then there's the allure of power. Villains like Sauron in The Lord of the Rings embody the seductive nature of absolute authority. Their relentless pursuit of control serves as a cautionary tale of ambition unchecked, mirroring our own societal struggles with power dynamics. We also find characters driven by a warped sense of justice. Antagonists like V and V for Vendetta represent those who seek revenge but mask it in the guise of righteousness. Their moral ambiguity invites us to question our own definitions of justice and vengeance. Psychological manipulation plays a significant role in villainy. Take the Joker from Batman. His chaos serves as a mirror reflecting society's flaws. His unpredictability keeps us unsettled, embodying the fear of losing control in our own lives. The complexity of villainous relationships is another layer to explore. Characters like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII challenge the protagonist not just physically, but psychologically. Their connections often reveal a darker side of the hero's journey, inviting us to confront our own inner demons. Furthermore, many villains emerge from societal neglect. Characters like Mr. Freeze from Batman the Animated Series show how circumstances can breed resentment and darkness. Understanding their origins helps humanize these figures, challenging us not to overlook the marginalized. In many narratives, antagonists are ultimately reflections of the protagonist's flaws. Characters like Ganon from The Legend of Zelda embody the evils we seek to conquer within ourselves. Their existence prompts self-reflection, urging us to look beyond merely defeating them in battle. The best villains often expose the fragility of our moral compasses. Characters like Handsome Jack from Borderlands show us how charm can disguise cruelty. His manipulation of the protagonist blurs the lines between ally and enemy, forcing us to reconsider our perceptions of good and evil. Ultimately, video game antagonists serve as catalysts for growth. Characters like Vaz from Far Cry 3 challenge the protagonist's sanity and resolve, leading to moments of intense personal growth. Their chaotic influence allows for greater exploration of identity and purpose. As we conclude this exploration, it's clear that video game antagonists are more than mere obstacles. They are reflections of our deepest fears and desires. Their complexity invites us to engage with our own narratives, urging us to confront the darkness we often shy away from. So, what will you take away from these portrayals?